Hello everyone. Good morning and good evening. This is Kiran Edupuganti from Rewirechannel Automation Channel. I'm going to coming up with one topic, technical topic that is from trends, which is out of my research and analysis. Uh, let's go ahead further. So to brief on my channel, uh, I have four key objectives when I started this particular channel. So based on each objective, whenever I get time, I'm going to publish the videos and stories as well. And first, the first other category objective has tools, solutions, and technologies. Primarily, I focus on testing related and test automation and the supported tools and technologies that I have, personal video workouts and have experienced, and representing the topics over here from this particular objective. Primarily it talks about my workouts only after my continuous workouts and seeing the results, then only I'm going to present the topic. Okay, the next is comes under empowering the workforce. So based on my 2 decades of experience, I wanted to share my experiences with certain examples so that it will be useful for the new entrants who are is entering into the test automation and the technical field. Okay, that's about totally only my experience. It's not, I'm not mixing anything, but it's purely based on my experience. How I can, empower the workforce and how I can get the whoever is, interested in the test automation and technical testing and other areas. Okay. Yeah, this is the basically based on my experience and the thoughts on the management strategies and the leadership side. How I can provide the the information, and I'll draw based on my experience, and I'll give the certain thoughts so that it may be useful in your day-to-day executions. And finally, the trends. So the today topic is belongs to this particular category of the objective, and this is purely based on my research and analysis. And I'm not going to give any hype over here. I'm going to present the realistic the information so that it may be useful, and you may use it wherever you need it. These are the core objectives of my channel, and I'll just quickly walk through my quick web page and YouTube channel so that you can subscribe and you can access whenever you wish. Okay, let me switch over to the page that I have. So the page, the primarily I have more pages in various social accounts, but primarily I'm focusing on this particular medium. So the first, whatever the topic that I have, I'm going to publish on this one. And if you want, you can follow me over here so that you'll get alert, and you can quickly walk through the particular the story instead of waiting for any of the videos. Okay. Now, so for about 8 stories I have published, based on my experience, field, and the domain that I have expertise for the 2 decades. Okay. So I'm going to publish, slowly whenever I get time during my free time, so that you may, refer uh, if you need it. Okay. So that's about my page on the Medium platform, blogging platform. And then coming to the YouTube. If you go to the YouTube, www.youtube.com/just drive it by automation, you'll be landing on my channel, and whenever if you feel comfortable, you can go through and these videos, and you can subscribe it. And these videos will be prepared only after my thorough workouts and the results. Based on the results only, I'm going to the create a short playlist and videos, so that whenever you need it, you can go through and get used to this specific technology and tools. Okay, and also you can subscribe, so that you'll get notification whenever I upload any video. Okay, that's about briefly on my the channel and the objectives. So let's switch over to the today's the session, which that talks about demystified in a nutshell about the AI era. So as on the ground today, we are seeing the a lot of buzz and a lot of content and a lot of webinars and a lot of conferences is going on this particular topic. And I did research and analysis about 3 months of this particular topic, and how best we can utilize going forward, how we can align ourselves to this particular technology, irrespective of the role wherever you are. Okay, so I'm not talking about any specific industry over here. It's a generic, and this particular topic is definitely useful. Going to impact, going to create a positive impact. I'm not talking about any negative over here. I'm talking about a positive impact across the fields, because if you know this particular technology, definitely in your area of the field wherever you are, you can leverage. Okay, you don't need to go away from that one, but you can leverage and stay ahead. So keeping that in view, I thought of prepare a few slides and come up with a short story and present it, so that it may be a useful for is going through this particular video. Okay, so that's the topic that I came up with, demystified in a nutshell, because I'm going to explain in a brief, so that you'll understand the concept and what exactly it is and how we can use it. Okay. So again, I'm not going to talk about any of the technologies inside of this one, because you have already many things, the sources. But this is the one way that I'm going to give you, so that you can change your thinking in such a way that it will be useful in your domain. Okay. So let's start. So this is the quick three pointers I came up with. To explain this particular technology, so that we can understand in a better way, and we can go back and align with our domain, and see around what best we can do. Okay, so three things that I have in mind. One is AI in brief, what exactly it is. Okay, what is the role uh, it has. Okay, and how we can adapt those particular technology in our domain. Okay, these are the three the core points wherever you take anything we see. First one is the understanding, second one is what is the roles, the third one is how we can adapt that one into our day-to-day business. Okay, so keeping that point in mind, it's not specific to one technology domain, specific to all the industries. And I came up with this three short points, so that you can easily connect. Okay, so this is the simple and straightforward program. Yeah. So what exactly it is? What is AI is? Artificial intelligence. So by name, it's artificial means it's a kind of, it's not generated by by itself, but by nature, but it's generated by humans. Okay, uh, like we have in a particular program that we are creating, right? So like that, this particular technology is created by humans, but this time there is a new dimension it is added with intelligence, auto intelligence it has. Okay, so for example, what human do? Let's understand and then correlate with this particular technology. The first one is we have is writing. So what human do? Human will write. Okay, in his language, that is English or some other Arabic or Spanish or those kind of languages. A human can write, okay, and speak. Again, the human can speak in their native languages, and then vision. Human can view. Okay, human can visualize the things, the objects. Okay, and human can reasoning. That means human can collect some data and he will do some analysis and come up with certain points, certain results. So based on certain calculations, that's the reasoning. And when coming to the decision making, yeah, you have a three options. So what should I select? Okay, so that kind of the decision makings usual. So you will be done by the human. So these are the five factors that a human has. Okay, one is writing, speaking, and vision, reasoning, and decision making. So all these components are uh, trying to make automatic, which in terms of intelligence by software. Okay, so uh, that's the component, a software component which has all the abilities like a human can do in a terms of a mimic, and so that will does the activities like human do. So that kind of thing they're trying to the simulate, and it will the support the activities the human as on today is doing. So it is not going to replace, but it's a kind of enhancement, and will bringing up in the uh, day-to-day business, that will create a new dimension. Okay, so that's about the artificial intelligence, a software which has the intelligence that makes writing, speaking, vision, reasoning, and decision making. Okay, suppose how it can understand a natural language. That's a kind of intelligence embedded into that particular software, and how it is speak, a kind of intelligence made into the software, and it will speak about, it will send those signals to the so and so and integrated systems, and it will speak. And then vision. So I think you might have come across certain tools where it will analyze the images and come up with results, right? So what exactly it is behind? It has certain technology which analyze that picture like human and produce the result. Okay, and then again, so reasoning. So suppose, for example, if you have uh, some certain amount of data, what we do, we'll do that particular, we'll do certain kind of analysis, and we'll come up with certain insights, hey, whether this is useful or not. So that kind of information will be done by the software made by the human, which has the intelligence, and it will give the results. And then a decision making. So it's not only alone system, because based on the certain inputs, it has to take certain decision, and it will process a next step. For that one, a decision making is needed. So that kind of a mimic has been done by, will be done by the software in terms of the intelligence, so that it will fulfill the entire uh, ecosystem that will give the business purpose, uh, fulfillment of the business purpose. Okay, so this is what I have based on my analysis, apart from my regular. So it's a kind of the technology that is going to you know, place part of our day-to-day life in the coming decades. Of course, we have seen several technology eras. For example, I mean, internet. Okay, late 80s, you do not have any system. You have a computer, it has. And then after that, one 90s, you have internet. Okay. And after internet, you have, in the 2000s, you have mobile. That is the one, things. Because nowadays, everything is happening at mobile handset. And then we have seen the robotics in the manufacture side. Okay, so now we are seeing now another area where Internet of Things that is slowly coming up because it has certain challenges. That is one technology area we have. And now artificial intelligence, which another technology era, which is going to be part of our life in the next decades, and it is going to be a part of every industry. Okay, so that's the reason, though it is still in a revolution, it's time to get to understand what exactly it is and how best we can adapt to that one, and how we can improvise our creativity, improvise our activities while we are moving forward. Okay, so this is what I have envisioned based on my research and analysis. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go to the next slide. What exactly roles it has? Okay, so I'm not talking about any technical roles here. At a high level, what exactly it is, because if you go in deep, there are a number of things out there. But at the moment, we don't need that one. But only I'm talking about only the roles over here. Uh, it is going to place. One is the creator, the second one is the executor. If you see here, the creator, okay, the, the creator, who develop, who understand the technology and take the technology, enable the technology, and develop your assistants, AI assistants, we call it as a, or superpowered AI chatbots. Okay, so as on today, you have um, lightweighted AI chatbot. Those are powered by the artificial intelligence, but it's not like full, human capability. It's a kind of 1% of capability it has, because few vendors have almost uh, all the abilities they implemented, but few they have given the, based on their business strategies, they have given the lightweighted, AI capabilities. Okay, so that's the creator. So creator, always since the technology era begins, so they have their own path, and they have own direction and strategies. Okay, but there is no changes over here. But the only the changes is the way they are taking the technology and building the assistance is the different. Okay, so there are certain things added into this particular component of creator role. So when you go deep inside, you will have multiple roles and you have multiple technologies, you have multiple platforms to prepare a certain assistant based on the business need. That's about the creator. When coming to the executor, it's not specific to one field. It's across all. Okay, you take any industry. So whatever I'm putting, giving the information over here is, okay. One is the creativity. Okay, you have one intelligent machine is there. How best you can use it, that depends on you. You have to be more creative. You have to be more strategic to use that particular assistant, so that it will give the better results. Okay, it's all depends. I would say it's a uh, directly proportional. Okay, the good input if you give, it will give the good results. If you give the average input, it will give the average results, because that is how the assistant is trained and improvised based on certain, there is a theory and there is a concept, there is a technology behind, there is a process behind to make a particular, the assistant. But as an executor, if you're trying to use that particular assistant, you have to be, you have to have one is first prime most thing is creativity. The next thing is how best you can use. The third thing is what is the good inputs that you're going to, feed into this particular, assistant, and you're trying to get the results. So that you should know. So here the executor uh, is going to have equal and significant role here, on par with the creator. Okay, ultimately, we need to best use that particular assistant. That is possible only when, if you know how best you can use, if you know how creative inputs that you are going to the system, and get the results. Okay, so it's a simple and straightforward, the two roles which are going to makes the story different. So it's certainly going to be a new dimension. And if you're good in the development and you have experience, definitely you can pitch in that role. But if you're going in, if you're not in the part of the development earlier, but this is the right area where you can make your presence in the AI domain. Okay, how best you can use these assistants so that you can enhance your business. Okay, so these are the two rules that I have, based on my research and analysis. Okay, and the next thing is the third part is execution. Okay, so now you have the one role. So I'm not talking about a creator role over here. I'm talking about how best we can do a executor role over here. In this one, what I came up with for any work, for any technology, for anything, first the basic, the principle is what is the approach, what is the process that I can adapt so that my journey effective and yield good results. This is how I work, this is how I envision, this is how I adapt whenever I'm going to the new thing. So, keeping that in view, I came up with this approach where you can easily adapt to those technology. It's not necessary that you have to be part of the creator, but there is another dimension which is going to, give you and fetch you in your journey. Okay, that's the executor role. Okay, here, so the basic principle that I have here is three things. One is the discover, implement, and process. Okay, so the discover thing mainly. Okay, what is the business purpose. You know what is, the problem statement. You know what needs to be solved. Okay, but you don't know what exactly you have to go, and you don't know what is the assistant that I have to use. For example, I'll give you. So you have to convert a text to uh, image, or you wanted to create a one particular paragraph, based on your ideas, but you do not have any such time to write such a 200 words of the story. So that is a kind of a statement. Okay. So I'm giving certain inputs, but what is the assistant that can generate a story with the length of 200 words? Might have a number, but what best? What is the assistant that I can use? So that you need to find out, and in and out you need to know, so that you can give the inputs in a better way, so that you'll give the better results. That's that's the discovery phase. Will play. And when coming to the implement, so there are certain instances have to be trained based on the certain data, that definitely whoever is creating the instance, they'll provide the instructions, to follow those guidelines. Then you can better utilize this particular instance. Okay, so that is the one thing. And the next thing is the process. Okay, it's not that only just you have okay, I have completed this one, okay, end of this one. No, that's not the journey that we expect. The journey that we look at is it's a kind of continuous, and we need to see how we can the improvise the way that we are doing and how best we can utilize that assistance so that our the results will be in a better way. Okay, so this is the thing that I have visualized so far, and might be when we get into a actual the real field, by using that one we may come across certain things so that we can improvise the our process or enhance this is the extent so that it will results efficient, cost effective, and creative results. Okay, so that's about the the execution, and the next thing is, yeah. So I come to a conclusion where uh, we have completed few things so that one thing is we have talked about what is the AI in brief, and what are the roles in it, what is the significance of the executor role, and so what is the conclusion that I have made it over here is, so it's not specific to one particular technology industry. It's a specific to all the areas which is going to place, because the technology is so evolving and bringing you up with new platforms which can generate the assistance, and which can solve the all business the program problems across the industries. Okay, so that's about the multiple industries. So basically, and perceive that this technology change will open new avenues in how we can conduct the activities across various industries. A thorough understanding of AI, agents and their implementation can transform the journey into a new dimension, leads to increased, efficiency. So as an executor, if you understand this particular assistant, then definitely it is going to be a add value, and may not be it is 100%, but it's a kind of human assistant while we move forward. Not today, but definitely it is going to, because we have the history, the technology, how it is evolved. So based on the journey, I am visualizing this one. Okay, the next, what is my next steps part of from my channel. So not only I have now stopped my journey yet to understand the what exactly it is, but I'm uh, trying to get few assistants into analysis, which are going to be part of with daily life in the test automation side and related the technologies. So I'm going to do analysis and do workouts. If it is a good results, then only I'm going to publish from my channel. Okay, so I'm not going to give any hype or any false information over here. The realistic information based on my uploads, I'm going to publish. So slowly, it's a continuous journey. I'm not going to stop over here. So the voice remains on, and you will see the next stories in the AI assistant side, which are going to really benefit for us. Okay, part of the test automation or any QA technical activities or other management activities or any other analysis. Deriving the new insights, deriving the insights, and taking the better decisions. So these are the areas I'm going to cover if I come across any other assistants, and in the project management side and strategies and leadership side. Okay, everyone, that's all I have from Active by Automation side, Automation channel side. Thanks, thank you, and we'll meet you in the next session. Bye. Take care.